So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Dragonades Origins. And let's start heading out. Let us scatter our party and venture forth.
Indeed.
Well, to be honest, I don't want you in that spot.
Yes.
Want you guys
Indeed.
first, and then you can be here. I shall be taking you guys nonetheless with me. So, where do we go? Well, definitely not to the Pekelian outskirts. Of course, we are at the Lotharing. Well, not in the Lotharing, but sort of close to the Lotharing. I could still go there, I guess. Then Denerim, Ban Lawrence lands. Wooded lands provides much of the timber used in the region. Then Lake Calendan Docks, Frostback Mountains, of course. Sulcher's Pass. I don't. Like, I'm trying to think what exactly these two are, but they don't seem familiar to me. I'm not sure if they should seem familiar to me. Like, of course, Circle, definitely I know. And then the Redcliffe Castle, and the Elven Lands, and then the city itself, the main largest city of Ferelden. But I do think that we'll at least go to the Redcliffe village first. After that, I will think about it. Probably the smartest move after Redcliffe would be to go to Lake Calenhan Docks and to the Circle Tower, but to be honest, I am also very tempted to just go fast to the dwarves after that. It's logical for me to at least go into one or the other place first, because of the obvious fact that, well, I'm like having to go through it anyways, and I might try to check this out on the way, but I'm not quite certain. Let's go to the Redcliffe village first to try to see if we can find some help from this vision village on the shores of Lake Calenhat, shall we? And so we start our travel. Slowly but surely. Maybe if there's a really long loading times, I should sometimes cut some out. We'll see.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Well, what's on your mind, Alistair?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you, right?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Well, that's something. Just your nobility then, eh? Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I've never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand, even if I'm not that familiar with humans, but or human kingdoms. But after all, a king is a king, and he was a king, and you are definitely related. I don't know if it means that you would be an heir to the throne. Certainly, I have no idea about that, but you still, at the moment, the king is dead, so I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Well, did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Jarl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
Well, why keep it a secret now, though?
My blood has never been important to me. I've spent my whole life trying to forget about it and being told that I would never sit on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Sure, that seems like, works fine by me. As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just
I
know
had
it.
to. I'm still a little bit like that sometimes. I have to make a joke like that. Sorry, Alistair, but I just had to, you know? I had to. It was a necessary evil. You had it coming. Let's loot. A route for me. Was it like, yeah, that was the key to be able to see stuff, so there's Thomas waiting. I can't see anything else to loot right here at the very least. I think I got everything from the lottery nonetheless, but we'll see, I guess.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on an important business. I need to see Arl Eamon.
The Arl? Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
I will. I'll do what I can to help you, of course, then. Especially considering we need to even see Arl Eamon, so... I kind of have to help. If you could even say so. Alrighty. Hello.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Reynisphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
No, not all of us died. Almost, though.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What sort of evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
You want my help? You don't know me. Of course we'll help, nonetheless. It's not much of a choice, really. Of course they don't know me, but of course if they're in a desperate situation, they will ask for help. Well, which one do I want to say? You want my help? You don't know me.
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
Well, very well, I will help. Well, I would like to have some questions first, actually.
By all means.
Isn't there a way into the castle to get at the source?
The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village.
So why don't you just evacuate the village?
I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead.
So what happens after tonight, then?
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
Well, I've heard enough then.
Then you will help us?
I have something else to ask you.
By all means.
Is there, actually? I was thinking,
Then you will
is
help
there? Very well, I will help.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
If there's a chance to rescue the Arl, we have to try. And anyways, just having people on our side is better than not having anyone other than just V4.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Okay, I will be doing so. Can I discuss the situation with you then?
Of course.
So you have some of our Eamon's knights here at least.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Yes, the search for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
So why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
I guess I can understand. Should things go amiss, eh?
Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me. but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
That seems reasonable. What are these things exactly? I guess I kind of asked this question
I
already.
do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
So what exactly happens after this battle is over? Well, we try to go and enter the castle, yes, but was there anything else?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Well, I should get back to work then. I'm not gonna be saying that.
Very well.
Nonetheless,
Luck be with you, my
considering
friend.
what role we have taken, I don't want to be saying, well, there has to be some sort of a reward for me for doing this sort of a thing. But of course, it could be something that I maybe should choose as a thief. I had to scout for all sort of money before, but on the other hand, I did take quite a different role right now. The lights do look quite nice from the windows.
Let us pray.
Let's talk to people.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Chant of
Why
light.
haven't Mother and Father returned yet?
They're gone, dear boy. Gone on a long trip.
Hello.
Will they be back? I missed them.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that. We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
Mother Hannah.
You are of dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Perhaps not, but many dwarfs do not hold the chantry and its adherents in high regard. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
I'm not gonna be asking for a blessing for me. For sure is. So how safe is this chantry exactly?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I will do my best, but I should go now.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
I'm not a child. What, do you think that I'm small because I'm a child?
I'm not frightened. Everybody thinks I am, but I'm not.
Bounding off the chantry. Hello, old woman.
Maker bless you for helping us, futile though it may be.
And Ban Tegan, of course. There's another book. Tidus calendar.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave. Can you do that?
I guess so.
All right.
And the Codex. Demonic Possession. Maybe we'll read about that. You seem to be quite down as well, Irenia.
Good day.
But you have nothing to say to me, at least at this current moment. Maybe in the future. Hello, Jetta.
You're a Grey Warden, right?
Oh, yeah.
Were you in Ostagar? in the Korkari Wilds.
I do happen to
My
have
husband
something
and
for
son
you.
went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened, but I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
Sort of. I found your husband. He's dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
They are kind of both. Certainly.
Maker's blessings upon you. These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Should I have told her that both of them were dead? Oh well. At least I told something, I guess.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died. The Blight comes again, and Ferelden is doomed. What are we to do?
Doomed.
To think I'd live to see the Arl and King both dead, and my own village ready to fall.
Well, you don't know that the Jarl is dead yet. Hello, Caitlin.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You didn't say a thing. You are not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Well, you need to be strong, girl.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him. Please, if you see my brother, send him back here. I don't want him to die too.
I will. What would you give to find him? Well, I guess for this sort of thing, I might as well ask, considering it's not like this is in any way a main quest or something like that. As in, should I? Shouldn't I?
I understand.
I'm such a goody two shoes.
I'm just so afraid for him.
Goody two shoes. I have difficulty asking for such things, no matter what sort of a character I try to play.
Going.
Goody two shoe at play here. Very, very much so. Well, let's get things started over here then, shall we?
What is that smell? Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
Just a lot of fish. So...
we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
Yep.
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
We are right here.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
So you must be the guy, mayor, or sus that I need to talk to?
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Oh, you are paying attention to me being a woman first rather than me being a dwarf. Ugh. I don't think Darkspawn exactly care who kills them, though.
If you hadn't noticed, there aren't Darkspawn around these parts. Not yet, anyway.
Not
We aren't
here.
gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Well, you gotta have some faith. Should I say that first? You seem rather calm, considering.
My men are certain enough as it is that they'll die tonight. They don't need me quivering in my boots. My death will come soon enough. It don't need me hurrying it along. Anyhow, you're here.
That's kind
and
of
they tell
changed
me
the
you're in charge.
the voice kind of changed a little bit too much. How is the morale here then?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
I can understand that. Well, what can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
So why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
And nobody else can do these repairs.
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Probably yes. So anything else you can think of?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwyn in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Twin then.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
So what about discussing something else?
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Yes, I'll go talk to him then. But...
Oh? Ask away.
Questions. Where could I get some supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
So there's no one to actually buy or sell things?
Commerce
nowhere.
isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Why not? What's exactly happened here then?
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
So do you know anything about the Arl Eamon's illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
Something else then.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Yes, soon.
Oh? Ask away.
Why have you been stationed here?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the Chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect.
The weak must learn to protect themselves.
Right, those helpless bastards. How dare they?
No Kunari would ever cower helplessly, not woman nor elder nor child. They would fight for their survival with tooth and nail.
Well, We're not Kunari. I'm not asking those folk to fight monsters. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
I understand. Carry on then.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Well, let's hope then so. Sten disapproves, of course. Of course he does. Of course he does. So, hello.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen, the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I prefer not to be speaking through the door, so could I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
I'm definitely not a troublemaker. Not in the least. Definitely not in my name.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Ruska, a Grey Warden helping Bantigan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Well, it does smell like a brewery in here.
I've been drinking since I got up this afternoon. That makes, 3 days. Maybe more.
Been drinking a little bit. So, why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Other than her. So you intend to drink yourself to death then?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I think you can save yourselves if you try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
What about the militia? They do need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Okay. I can do that. I'll do my best and try to see if I can find her.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
But no one can get into the castle right now.
Eventually. They'll want to seek out the Arl and Arlessa. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
I promise you I'll find her, if in any way possible.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Why not?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
I understand that, and yes, disapproving. But I didn't like just saying that I don't promise. I guess I should have said maybe. Maybe I should have said that. I don't know. But on the other hand, I did want him to for sure help in the repairs and everything.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
That's fine. So what do you exactly know about what's going on?
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things, but maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
What else did your daughter say?
She thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
Well, that's very interesting information, though. Do you think that the Arlessa made Arl even sick?
I'd never make such accusations, but maybe, if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
Have you told anyone about this?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I'd paid more heed to my girl.
Well, do you know anything else about the Arlessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
What about something else then?
Like what?
Business.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Let's see what you have at least. Yeah, doesn't seem like that much. The only question is, should I be selling some things more? But I guess these are fine as they are for the moment. I have a decent amount of space in my inventory at least. Well, at least we can tell to Murdoch here.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
Alrighty, but of course, definitely would need to do something more. We're not only ready, Murdoch, we're going to win. I do need to go and talk more, though. So I hope this doesn't stop me from going and doing those things.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
How is morale at the moment, then?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'll be back. Yep.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Now you're starting to already have a good feeling. That's good, of course. Would be bad if you didn't. Oh, there's stuff here too that I would need to go and actually pick up. Like a chest. Yay. Unlocked. Just like that. I think that there's at least some chests that I can't unlock in here, but can't really do too much about that. Let's go into this direction then. Next. Should I check that house first? Nah, let's go into this direction, I guess. Make sure that I'm not missing anything in here. Deathroot somewhere over there, but that's not over here. Nothing over here. So weird. Says away, but nothing. Not a single thing. Well, this is at least the one place we haven't been at. The door is locked and looks as if it has been recently repaired. Well, let's pick the lock. I shall at least knock on the door first. There's no response. Well, let's just go inside. Well, I guess I can't, so break open the lock then. I couldn't pick it. Fine then, fine.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf?
Up here on the surface, you'll find we're all the same. And here that means unwelcome. Even a fellow lowborn like yourself. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Fellow lowborn. What are you doing shut up in here?
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
You'll die here just as easily as you would out there.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind in some way?
I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
Yay! Personal reward. What am I talking about it? Can I really put a good word in Orzammar? That sounds like a thing that doesn't really sound like a thing that I would want to do. No. So what if I put a good word for you back in Orzammar?
Uh-huh. And that means exactly what? Nothing. I'm a surface dwarf. And if you're still welcome there, more power to you.
Well, I'll put a good word for you for Bantiken or the Jarl.
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
Well, fine then. How about some gold? I don't want to do that.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
I won't go any higher than 50.
Do I look like an elf? I'm not that cheap. It's 100, or it's no deal.
Fine, I'll pay it.
You're getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
I couldn't do that personal freaking... Let's do some personal thing for you. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant. Let me try to see if you have anything to drop then. In the meantime, well, at least I get you to leave from this place. But doesn't seem that there's a damn thing. And I didn't really want to start going and intimidating, even if I could have tried to do such a thing. But didn't seem like something I would actually want to do. A lot more stuff over there. What about this house on the way? Ah, this is this place. There's that oil, right? I think, yes, oil barrels. There's lamp oil in this barrels. Some lamp oils. Which is good. Good stuff.
Going.
Insufficient scale. I need to level up. Need to gain a level up and then at some point a tattered shopping list. Let's see, what's that exactly then? A tattered shopping list. Sugar, wheat flour, fillet knife, ginger for Krampus flatulence, ink, cod liver oil, dried mushroom, rouge or lycian. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. A note on crumpled paper. That does talk about that oil too. I need to remember there's a chest here that I wasn't capable of opening. Certainly enough. Somehow I don't remember this location much. I wonder why. I'll pick that up. Lake Galahad, no swimming. Why not? Lockhead monster there or something? I'll look into that later, I guess. Don't wanna be checking that out right away. And there's a wooden crate here.
Yes.
Lesser injury kit is totally fine. Not that amazing, but a-okay. Then some dead root. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.